Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a while, a very long while, but it's just because it's just, you know, busy life stuff going on, so yeah. Basically I wanted to come back and explain what's going on with me lately. So I just had a bomb thrown on me lately, uh 2 weeks ago, to be exact. Um, Basically, I'm being forced to move from my residence, and it just came out of nowhere one day. We all got the letter, and basically, the landlord is selling the house that we're living in, and we have 60 days to move. No, well, actually, no, sorry. It was 60, but then it got extended to 90. So basically, we have to be out of here after the holidays, shortly thereafter. And so that threw my whole everything into a loop because it just it took me a while to process first because it like I said, it came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting it, and yeah, there it is, the letter. One day I come home from work and I see the letter right there explaining that the landlord's selling the house and we all have 90-ish days to move. So yeah. And when I tell you, like, I feel like I went through the 5 stages of grief when this happened. Uh, I because when I first saw it, I was just like, at first I was like, no, there's no way this is happening. Like I tried to like tell myself after seeing that letter. I remember telling myself, no, he's gonna change his mind. This is all a farce. There's no way this is happening because I'm a good housemate. Everyone else is good housemates. This is just a fluke. It's not real. It's no way it's gonna happen. But of course it's happening. 2 weeks later, it's very very much happening. The landlord confirmed with one of the housemates saying that it is for sure happening. But during that conversation with that roommate, they also give us the 30-day extension. So that thank God we got an extension, but that confirmed to me, oh crap, he's actually not going to change his mind about this. So there was that, and then I remember also being angry about this because who wouldn't be angry about being forced to leave under a deadline, especially right after the holidays. Like, oh my god, that's what stressed me out the most was we had to find a place right after the holidays. So I remember being very pissed off about that. I remember calling my boyfriend and just venting to him about the whole situation and being very, very negative about it. I was immediately very negative about it, saying stuff about how, like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to find a place in this economy, which, my reasoning was valid, but, my boyfriend was trying to help me out, trying to, like, calm the situation, telling me to just breathe and, kind of just accept it for what it is because it's happening no matter what. But I remember telling him, well, no, I don't want to accept it. Like this is really pissing me off. Like where the hell do I have to go? I don't want to have to move back to my hometown Vacaville because that would mean I'd have to commute to Sacramento every weekday, and that's like at least a 40-minute commute. So gas and wear and tear on my car. you know. So yeah, I had to, but I also had to like let out those emotions because I just was just it really screwed with my mind. I just even now it still kind of messes with my mind a little bit, but I've accepted now. I know what's happening. Um, the next stage is bargaining. I mean, I did reach out to a couple people who were what's the word, like selling apartments or looking for tenants apartments on Craigslist of all places. Yeah, I know. I got desperate for a second. I got into contact with a couple of those people to find apartments, and nothing ever came through because the people never responded to me. But in a way, it's a good thing because um, me and a couple other housemates collectively decided to look for another place together. So that really eased my anxiety about the whole situation. So that's a good thing that came out of that. Um, Depression is the next stage in the 5 stages of grief. I guess for like a very short period there, I did get depressed because it just kind of like what I said earlier, in this economy and how the cost of living is going, you know, there was just no way I'd be able to afford a place all by myself with the money that I make. And, I work a full time job. I make almost 22 an hour. And it really shouldn't have to be like that. But unfortunately, in this day and age, it is. And, and I, on that income, I can only afford a studio apartment, but in a not so nice area. So my hands are kind of tied with that, and seeing the prices of apartments when I was doing my search, it's just like, God, how the hell do people afford all this stuff? It just blew my mind. God, like 1 bedroom apartments in my area are like 1,400, but you gotta make like 3 times that income per month in order to obtain that apartment, or even get a chance to obtain that apartment in the first place. So I'm just like, God, this is really what the world has come to. Everyone being priced out of their places or just living paycheck to paycheck and not really having much of a life outside of working in order to have a roof over the head, you know? The 5th stage is acceptance. Like I said, I've accepted it. It's happening. No matter what. No matter how much I try to protest or get angry about it or rant about it, it's happening no matter what. So yeah. What this situation has kind of taught me is there are some things about life you can't really change, and you do have to kind of go with the flow of it and see where it takes you. And that's something that I've always, well, not always, but like that's something that has been kind of my motto for like the past few years, is just, go with the flow of life, because life doesn't always go the way that we plan or expect it to. And so, when that news dropped about me or us being forced to move out of the house, obviously for a moment there I did forget that motto. Understandably so, because, it was a big bomb dropped on us out of nowhere. But yeah, now, sorry, I cracked my toes. Sorry. If you heard a cracking sound, that was my toes. Yeah, it just really, the situation really taught me to remember back what I told myself, to just go with the flow of life and see where that path takes me. Because there's no going around it, over it, under it. You have to go through it. And me being a 28-year-old, after going through so many hardships in life, I realize that's probably the best piece of advice I can give to myself and to other people too. Because it does suck that life doesn't always go the way that we want it to, but that's just how things go. So, anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update on my status as of right now. Besides that, a crazy situation, I'm doing really good right now. Just doing the same old, working, going to the gym, hanging out with my friends and boyfriend, and trying to survive in this crazy mixed up world that we live in now. So, yep, that is about it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you whenever I see you on this channel. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye bye.